You work like a dog and we still can't afford a real life. That's what my wife Lena said right before she handed me divorce papers, and she didn't come alone. Standing behind her smiling was my boss Victor Hayes, the same man who had been humiliating me for 3 years. That moment should have broken me, but it didn't. Because 3 weeks earlier, I got a letter I almost threw away. At that time, I was just a warehouse worker. My name is Ethan Cole. Long shifts, no money, just survival.
Hi.
That day, I had $4 trying to buy a sandwich when Lena walked in. Cold.com. Done. She placed the envelope. Divorce papers. Then she said, "This is your best and it's not enough." And suddenly, everything made sense. She wasn't just leaving me. She had already replaced me with my boss. I didn't react because something inside me went quiet. A few days later, I opened that letter. My uncle had died and left me everything. $470 million. But that wasn't the real shock. He owned the parent company of my workplace, which meant I now owned everything. The warehouse, the company, Victor Hayes' entire career. And Lena? She had just left a broke man for someone who worked for me. But I stayed silent. I quit my job quietly. Weeks later, they got married. Big wedding, perfect life. Or so they thought. Behind the scenes, I started digging. And what I found was dirty. Fraud, corruption, exploitation. So one day I walked into the boardroom, not as an employee, but as the owner. The room went silent. Victor looked at me confused, then scared. I said, "Sit down," and then I exposed everything. Every lie, every crime, every secret. No anger, just truth. You're fired. Effective immediately. Just like that, his world ended. And Lena, she called me crying. I made a mistake. Said, "No, you made a choice." Because she didn't leave when I had nothing. She left when I was about to become everything.